Hi, Gotham City Networking, Gotham Green Awards. Hi, we're here at the famous Friars Club. Yeah, great. Jack Benny played that. So on and so forth. Look at some of the stars. Robin Williams, Richard Pryor over there, dancing. Whoopi, got Rhino, Crystal. This is an exciting event. It's an exciting day. Everybody's saying hello because this place is wonderful. Les Paul wrote this and created that Stratocaster when he was train tracks were in his mind. Go to Les Paul and you can hear more about him. What else do we have here? A Jackson guitar. Uh-oh, signed by Friar Tom Cruise. All right, and there's the big guy. Bud Klein, organizing the community. This is Gotham Green, and this is exciting to be here. And here we go.
What a great meeting! It hasn't started yet. What do you want to
Success with it, we're looking to expand it to a larger space and make a larger capital investment in it in order to actually make it work on a financial level, but also very rewarding. This is my domain of the business. When we started our farm and we were just growing vegetables, we initially had this plan of just kind of being a farm. Excuse me. But it didn't take long for people to start coming to us, asking for us to build things for them as well. So I became a licensed general contractor, and I spend all of my days at this point off the farm designing and building green installations. So we do green roofs, green walls, vegetable gardens, backyards. We'll even do patios. We build planter boxes. And we work with a wide variety of clients, from schools to nonprofits to high-end penthouse dwellers. It's really been a kind of wild ride and a really exciting thing for me to be able to work with all of these different types of clients. We also help nonprofits and private building owners to get grants. There's a great grant program right now for green roofs through the Department of Environmental Protection for New York City.
She knows how to write.
Yeah, and I can write these grants. Maybe not as many grants as she can, but for green roofs, there's some great grant money out there right now. So we've been working with a lot of clients to help them get funding for projects as small as $100,000 and as big as $1 million. So it's been an exciting time for that. We also do, that's another side, we do consulting services. We help people to learn how to grow vegetables. If you go back a couple, forward one more. There. This farm on the left is a small 1,000 square foot rooftop farm that we built for a restaurant in the West Village, and we also helped their chef kind of learn how to use the facility. We consult with people to help them learn how to grow vegetables productively in the city environment. We'll help people design greenhouses, we'll help them write grants. We recently have been partnering up with a solar installer, so now our kind of sustainability consulting is growing, and we provide a wider array of services for people who are interested specifically in kind of activating their roof spaces as environmental facilities, and also recreational facilities where you're not just getting vegetables or doing something good for the environment or producing energy, but you're also creating a beautiful space for yourself, for the residents of your building, for your tenants, be them commercial or educational tenants. So I think a lot of New Yorkers have always kind of looked up when we were building because we don't have a lot of space here, so we have a lot of tall buildings, and now people are looking up one more floor to that roof and trying to really make sure that they're utilizing every square foot of real estate that they have. So we call ourselves a triple bottom line business, which basically means we're concerned with profits, but we're also concerned with the environment, and we're concerned with people and society, and we want to make sure that we're maximizing our benefits to the community as a whole, and not just focusing on ourselves and our revenue. In that, we've partnered with a number of nonprofits. There's a nonprofit educational organization called City Growers that we work with. They bring about 7,000 kids up to our farms every year to engage in educational programming on the farm. We also work with a refugee and immigrant program where we educate and train and provide horticulture therapy services for immigrants who are new to the city and overwhelmed and often victims of various types of abuse or discrimination in their home countries. So I think when we talk about the environment or green initiatives, it's easy to focus on plants or animals or things that seem a little foreign to New Yorkers, but excuse me, in reality, environmental initiatives are really all about human health and human happiness. And I think it's something that we really have to hold on to when we're talking about green spaces in particular. When you see a green space, if you see a garden, it's a symbol of health, and it's a symbol of kind of a vibrant, safe place where you can live happily. We're getting air out of these green spaces. We're cleaning our water. We're kind of improving our city environment by having additional vegetated areas. So my personal goal, and one of the big goals of our business, is to kind of spread the green footprint throughout the city physically with these installations and with farms, and really any sort of vegetated installation where we're growing plants and we're creating green, healthy environments and ecosystems for New Yorkers to enjoy. I think, oh, and then here's some pictures of the education program, City Growers. They're not-for-profits. If you're looking for people to donate to this holiday season, they're a really great one. You can find them at citygrowers.org. And also worth noting, we have an events program. We do a lot of educational events, so workshops, all sorts of farming and environmental education on the roof. But we also do a lot of dinner events. I think last year we had about 8 weddings and dozens of 12 weddings and dozens of other events. As you can see, it's a really beautiful place to have an event. So we have a great events program.
Gotham, Brooklyn at dinner one time.
Yeah, and we do a lot of tours and visits. So it would be great to have everybody out for a visit or some sort of field trip. Definitely reach out. My name's Gwen, and you can reach me at gwen@brooklyngrangefarm.com. Also, our website is pretty easy to find if you just look up rooftop farm. There we are. And I think Chase is going to quickly bring us to the website just to show a quick video. We have a time-lapse video that shows the installation in the first year of our farm in the Brooklyn Navy Yard, which we captured. It's about 9 months of rooftop farm building. If you just go to our website, I think. Yeah. On the page. You can see. There you go. Oh no. And people usually have lots of questions because we're such a weird business, but we'll be around for a couple minutes afterwards. Feel free to reach out to us.
We'll try one more day.
Did you go to the website?
Yay.
It's not working.
All right. Well, it's a time lapse of the entire first season.
Yeah, if you go to our website, which I encourage you to do, you can see a video that shows our farm coming to life.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
First of all, the 3 of us just decided we want a salad bowl in the office.
You're inspired?
Totally. And I also went to the farmer's market in Union Square last weekend, and someone was selling rainbow shard for $65 a pound, so.
No.
Oh, is it micros, maybe?
They were pretty, they weren't that hard.
Jeff, come on up.
I'm coming up. All right, I know we're short on time, so.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay, then we're not short on time, I'm still taking the short speech. I am one of what I just found out were 2 people who nominated Tri-State Biodiesel. It's a company that was formed in 2004 by Brett Baker. They convert used cooking oil into biofuel that is used in automobiles. It's used, I have it right here, in diesel engines, generators, construction equipment. I've personally ridden in a car being powered by this. They're also one of the, I think the only company in New York where you can actually drive up and fill your gas tank from a fuel pump. It's not often that we get fired up and excited about, you know, the companies we represent. They capture our imagination. This one does. and I am thrilled to nominate you guys. And happy that we're, you know, that this is a,
Let Augie be in the picture.
yeah, Augie,
Come on, Augie. Right, Augie? Sure, thank you.
Get him from that side, easier.
gotta take it hard.
All right, looking here.
Guys, this is right against the photos, you got to button up.
All right, here we go. Looking here. One more.
So before I turn things over to Van, I just want to say thank you for this award. We're honored, and on behalf of Brent Baker, our CEO, and Aaron Duckworth, our fuel director, who couldn't be here because they're in Washington talking to some congressmen about the taxes to boost credit, which is very important for our industry. So again, thank you. That's good for you.
Thank you. My name is Van Asher. I'm with Tri-State Biodiesel. We're unique in the fact that I'm glad to see there's a business in Red Hook. We initially were planning on opening in Red Hook, but we chose the Bronx simply for the fact that 25% of the school-age children have asthma, which is criminal. People were talking about number 6 oil being horrible for the environment and being forced out. Number 2 produces soot as well. Biodiesel does not. We collect oil from over 5,000 restaurants, arenas, we clean it ourselves, we create jobs in the community, we convert it to biodiesel ourselves, and we redistribute it. People had mentioned Sandy before, we have a picture. If you remember the fuel lines during Sandy, we were the fuelers that were fueling FEMA and the Red Cross, keeping their ambulances going, heating the tents that were set up as shelters, because we don't have to ship in this product. We make it ourselves. I want to talk to Tom later. When I heard Tom talking, and when I heard him talking from Brooklyn, I was thinking, what we can't do alone, we can do together. Plenty of food waste that can be used for your soil, that can be used for our city. We create jobs to a lot of people that are otherwise don't have extensive employment histories, and we help them go on. And the best thing we could do is see them leave. You know.
I'm just going to interrupt for a second to say that that's exactly why Gotham Green exists, to be able to make these kind of synergistic relationships. Yeah.
And you know, people talk about BTUs. Number 2 puts out about 195,000 BTUs per unit. Biodiesel a little less, but there's a 15% error of margin for number 2 oil. So it actually is about the same. Okay. We could just go on. Thanks. This is how we do it. This is the fryer grease we pick up in our trucks, and it goes through the process of rendering in our plant in the Bronx, and then we ship it up to our other plant in Connecticut, in Bridgeport, where it goes through a process called transesterification, where it's turned into biodiesel, which fueled my car to get me here today. Next slide, please. It's one of our drivers. And clean oil is filthy business. Okay, next slide, please. Some more. It's processed. We process the used cooking oil down to 100 micrograms, and it's heated. It goes through centrifuges. It's a very extensive process. Here's our pit with. I don't know how many people eat fried food, but I have ceased. Having worked in. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is our rendering units.
Aren't you going to put yourself out of business if you stop?
Oh, I don't think so. And transesterification, basically, it's a fancy word for, we add a catalyst that takes a triglycerate and turns it into a methyl ethyl, which is basically, it molecularly looks just like diesel fuels. Okay. And this is just some of the processes. Our plant goes through extensive tests. Our oil that we make tests higher than any of the biodiesel that I've seen locally made. And I'm not saying that because it's us. One thing that we're really fortunate about is we're involved in every aspect. And we're the only company that offers 100% fossil-free fuel for your home or your vehicle. And it's all made locally. So this is, as I was saying, just about the BTUs. And also, last year, just some of the laws are changing with the city's fleets using a biodiesel blend. Last year, New York used 14 million gallons of biodiesel in its fire trucks, its police cars, sanitation, parks, and it's only going to grow. This is the cleanest the air has been in New York in the last 50 years, and it's attributed to green energy. And I've been trying to get solar on my house, but the permits I have to jump through, it's largely attributed to biodiesel right now, and I hope to see that change because it will only increase as these other energies become more accessible. If someone uses B100, a pure biodiesel, for heating your building, it will cut down 80% of emissions, and there's no fracking. So more of our team. This is our fleet up in the Bronx.
How many gallons are you processing a day?
Oh God,
We had a record week a few months ago of 72,000 gallons.
Yeah.
7 days?
Oh, 6. Well, 6.5. It depends. It depends where it is at working. Here's some of the FEMA tents that we're fueling that we're down in Brooklyn. Senior care ambulance we fueled for a long time. And this is one of our over 1,000 buildings that run on B100 in the New York area. And this is just a boiler that's been converted for biodiesel. Simple pump that's used, cost about $100. And this is another one of our buildings in Brooklyn that we've been fueling for years. A lot of businesses. Condos in Jersey. And we do a lot of stuff with the community because, I mean, it's all about community. That's Brent started this company shortly after the birth of his daughter because he was like, what am I going to leave for my child? You know, and he wants to leave a better New York. And that's pretty much, that's who we are and what we do. My name's Van. I'm Van at tristatebiodiesel.com, real easy to find. I have some cards I'd like to talk to some of you after about doing some things together. So thank you.